Speaking in his signature style, Howard begins. Welcome to Howard's Opinion, the premier destination for insightful analysis and captivating discussions on the world of sports. I'm your host, Howard, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today as we delve into the most compelling stories from across the athletic landscape. As we embark on this journey through the realm of sports, we find ourselves amidst a myriad of intriguing narratives. From the gridiron to the diamond, the hardwood to the pitch, there's no shortage of drama, excitement, and controversy to explore. And of course, we'll be tackling it all with our signature blend of expertise, passion, and opinionated flair. Let's dive right into the fray, shall we? We've got a plethora of tantalizing tales to share, including the latest developments in the MLB trade deadline, where the Mariners have reportedly acquired Josh Naylor from the Diamondbacks for 2 pitchers. This move has significant implications for the American League West and could potentially shake up the playoff picture. Meanwhile, in the world of college football, the storied rivalry between USC and Notre Dame is set to expire in 2026, leaving many to wonder if this iconic matchup will continue beyond that point. The uncertainty surrounding this situation has sparked a heated debate among fans and pundits alike, with some arguing that the tradition and history of this rivalry should be preserved, while others believe it's time for new chapters to be written. And in a story that's sure to capture the hearts of basketball enthusiasts everywhere, Kansas coach Bill Self has undergone a medical procedure to treat blocked arteries, highlighting the importance of prioritizing one's health and well-being, even at the highest levels of competition. These are just a few of the many captivating stories we'll be exploring on today's show. We'll also be discussing the latest from the NASCAR Brickyard schedule, the Mets matchup against the Giants, and much more. So, sit back, relax, and get ready for a wild ride through the world of sports. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. We're glad you're still with us as we dive into the world of sports and explore some fascinating stories. Today, we're focusing on the New Orleans Saints, who are gearing up for a fresh start under new head coach Kellen Moore. Now let's talk about the quarterback situation in New Orleans. The Saints have 4 young QBs vying for the top spot, and Coach Moore is taking an interesting approach by not establishing a hierarchy just yet. He wants to let these players compete and see who emerges as the leader over the course of training camp and preseason games. This approach has its benefits, as it allows the coaching staff to mold these young quarterbacks and develop consistency and chemistry on offense. With Moore's experience as an NFL quarterback himself, along with his offensive coordinators and QB coach being former signal callers, they're well equipped to guide these players through this process. Meanwhile, established members of the Saints offense are expressing confidence in Coach Moore's plan, saying that whoever ends up as the starting quarterback will have their full support. As receiver Chris Olave put it, the quarterback is the heart of the offense. Whoever's back there, we're going to have full confidence in. It'll be interesting to see how this competition unfolds and who ultimately emerges as the Saints starter. Will it be one of the more experienced players or perhaps a dark horse candidate? We'll be keeping an eye on this story as it develops. In other news related to the Saints, there was a brief scuffle during practice between veteran receiver Brandon Cooks and defensive back Alontae Taylor. Thankfully, it didn't escalate into anything serious, but it's clear that tensions are running high as these players compete for roster spots. And speaking of competition, we took a closer look at linebacker Isaiah Stallbird, who's entering his 2nd year with the Saints. This versatile player brings a unique skill set to the table, having played both safety and linebacker in college. He'll be fighting for a spot on the roster, but his agility and scheme versatility make him an intriguing prospect. Stay tuned for our final story of the day right here on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. We're wrapping up today's show with a look at the latest news from the world of baseball. The Seattle Mariners have made a significant move ahead of the July 31 trade deadline, acquiring first baseman Josh Naylor from the Arizona Diamondbacks in exchange for 2 pitchers, left-hander Brandon Garcia, and minor league lefty Ashton Izzy. Naylor, who's having a solid season with a 292 batting average, 11 home runs, and 59 RBIs, is expected to bolster the Mariners' lineup as they push for a playoff spot. The 28-year-old first baseman was an all-star last season with the Cleveland Guardians, where he hit a career-high 31 home runs and drove in 108 runs. This move comes at a crucial time for the Mariners, who are currently sitting in second place in the AL West with a 54-48 record. They're also holding on to the second wildcard spot, but they know they need to strengthen their roster if they want to make a deep run in the playoffs. The Diamondbacks, on the other hand, are having a disappointing season with a 50-53 record. They're expected to be sellers at the trade deadline, and Naylor is just the first of several players who could be on the move. Third baseman Eugenio Suarez and pitchers Merrill Kelly and Zach Gallen are also rumored to be available. What do you think about this trade, folks? Do you think the Mariners made a smart move in acquiring Josh Naylor? Or do you think they gave up too much in return? Let us know your thoughts on social media using the hashtag #Howard'sOpinion. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, these are some of my humble thoughts.